Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and I'm making a video here on a Saturday night. And it's been a real busy week. It's actually been a busy 2 weeks since I got back from Strongsville. Just a lot to do. And that Sunday coming back was Palm Sunday, and then we had Holy Week, a Tenebrae service on Thursday, and we had a big Easter egg hunt on Saturday at the church, and then of course Easter Sunday. And this week, we helped our granddaughter up in Cleveland with a little bit of moving. So it's just been a busy, busy week every single day. And I've had a little bit of time to look at some cards, but not to make any videos. And I'm actually still going through stuff that I got at Strongsville. And the cards I'm going to show you tonight, I got them from Sammy Thunder. I purchased them from Sammy, and we made a deal, probably, 6 weeks maybe before Strongsville. And so these cards were actually paid for and purchased, and then Sammy delivered them at Strongsville. So like on day zero for me, I already had, I picked up a whole bunch of cards, and I was really, really excited. And I've had a couple of deals with Sammy in the past, and it's always been smooth, and the cards you get from them are what you pay for. And so I just really, really appreciate buying cards from other people, other friends in the hobby. I'd like to think that I could help Sammy purchase some cards that he wanted out of the money that I paid him for the cards. So, but they're basketball cards, and I love basketball cards. I think basketball was probably my second favorite sport growing up. I truly love football, but I remember collecting basketball cards, and I had a bunch of 72 Topps basketball, and those were the first cards that I kind of remember opening. Now, my brother, who was older than I was, he had some basketball cards which I inherited, and those would be the 69-70, and then the 70-71 tall boys. And I had a few of them that I'd kept, but the vast majority of them had been lost over the years and years of moving through the Air Force and raising 3 kids myself, 3 granddaughters, probably 20 pets. I mean, there's been a lot of activity in and out of a house over the last 40 years, but really love those basketball cards. They bring back a lot of memories, and when I see them, and so I was really happy to pick them up from Sammy. But enough talking, let me get the camera turned around, and I'll show you some basketball cards. All right, guys, here we go. And first off, these rulers, they came in the 69-70 packs, 1 per pack, and I guess there were 24, but there were only really 23. The checklist showed 24, but I think there were 23. But this one here is of Elvin Hayes with the San Diego team. And for me, Elvin Hayes is one of my favorite players growing up. I remember him primarily with the Washington Bullets in the 70s, and he just had an unstoppable turnaround baseline jumper, the Big E. And he was truly, truly one of the great players of the late 60s, all through the 70s, even into the early 80s. One of the most unstoppable players. But this is the 69-70 ruler of Bob Hayes, and you can see he came in at the 6'9.5", and so I got this from Sammy. I really wanted to pick up some rulers for my collection. He had a bunch for sale, and Elvin Hayes is the one that I really wanted for my collection. So, real happy to pick this up, and got to get it in some kind of a protective hard holder. I need to be working on that here soon, because it's still right now just in the paper. And you can see these were folded up into a wax pack like so, and you'd open it up and you'd unfold it, and you have the ruler with the player and his name and his height and the cartoon caricature. And so, yeah, real happy to have the Elvin Hayes. But what I got from Sammy, amongst what I got from Sammy for the basketball cards at least, were these 69-70 cards. And man, I was so happy to get these because they just really remind me of my childhood. I think that my brother he was 6 years older than I was, so I know he was opening these up in 69 for sure, because he would have been 13 at that time. And so I did inherit some of them, but they've all been misplaced. But you've got like Tom Borwinkle with the Chicago Bulls. I remember him. Jimmy Walker, really good guard with Detroit. Down here you got Lucius Allen, who got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, and he was a key player on the early Bucks teams, which I used to be able to go see in Milwaukee as a kid with Lou Alcindor and Oscar Robertson, Bobby Dandridge, and Lucius Allen was one of the main guys on that team as well. So I got that, and up here, John Block, he ended up playing for the Milwaukee Bucks. Gus Johnson was a heck of a rebounder for the Baltimore Bullets. And Rick Adelman, of course, he went on to be a famous, really, coach with the Portland Trailblazers. He was a pretty good ball player through the 70s, but probably a better coach than he was a player. Al Attles, a very, very good basketball player, and he was the coach, I believe, of the 75 Golden State Warriors team that shocked the league. They were, I believe, a 500 team in the regular season. Jack Marin was a pretty good ball player up here, and Walt Hazard, a really good player. Bob Rule, he was a real high draft pick, but he just didn't really pan out. There's a guy, let's see, Terry Dissinger. He was with Detroit. Henry Finkel, I always remember him with the Celtics. Didn't get much playing time. Guy Rogers, a really good ball player. There's Lenny Wilkins, and Lenny, he was a great ball player, and then of course he was just a stellar coach for many years. But Lenny Wilkins was a great point guard. Neil Walk down here, Bob Kaufman was actually a all-star with the Buffalo Braves, and there's Mel Counts, of course, Oscar Robertson with the Cincinnati Royals before he came to Milwaukee. Just a great player. Really one of my thrills to be able to say that I saw the bigO play. Just a great player. Dave Bing for the Detroit Pistons. Very good ball player. Largely forgotten today, but believe me, Dave Bing was a solid player. Sweet Lou Hudson, just a great shooter for the Atlanta Hawks. Jeff Mullins, another guy that was just a real good ball player. And, Bob Love down here, Butterbean Bob Love. This is his rookie card, but Bob Love was just a heck of a ball player, and man, he was so good with the Chicago Bulls. And, again, one of those guys largely forgotten. Tom Van Arsdale, him and his brother Dick Van Arsdale were great players. Greg Smith, Happy Harrison, who went on to play for the Lakers and was a key player on their team. Bob Boozer ended up playing for the Bucks. Bill Bridges, pretty solid ball player. Chet Walker, another guy, man, was he ever really just a good player, just a great player. And down here, Walt Bellamy, he was a solid center. You had so many guys, Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Nate Thurmond, Wes Unseld, and Walt Bellamy, he was a heck of a player. And Kevin Lockery here, of course, he went on to be a coach, and he did quite a bit of announcing. So I got these 6970 cards from Sammy Thunder, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be combining these 2 years, the 69 and the 70, and I'm going to try to build one big set out of them. And as you can see, like, what I've got here is I've got this Oscar Robertson from the 70-71. So I have an Oscar from 70-71 and an Oscar from 69-70. I'm going to choose one of them to be in the set, and not the other. And the same with, like, Bob Love. I have 2 different Bob Love cards from that year. There we go. So I've got a Bob Love here from the 70-71 and a Love from the 69-70. And so I'll just put one of those in that set. And of course, there'll be a Lou Alcindor rookie card from this year and a second year Lou Alcindor. And so I'll choose one of those to get. And I just want to build a combined set between these two. And I kind of like to do that. I want to have, I really don't want to build a complete set of both years, but I want to have one player from each of those years represented. And the last thing I wanted to show you, on the basketball front. Well, not maybe the last thing, but one of the things I want to show you is I made a trade at Strongsville, and I was so happy to pick up this Pete Maravich rookie card. And man, was I just really stoked to pick this up. It's just a nice card. There's a little bit of a problem with it, but I'm not going to show it to you. If you were going to buy it from me, I would show it to you, but there's no sense in pointing out the flaws in the card because I love the card. And just a great card. Pete Maravich rookie card. One that I've been looking for a while. And I got this from Garrett. We made a deal. I traded him Eddie Matthews, a 55 Eddie Matthews, and got this Pete Maravich and some cash back. And man, just super card. Pete Maravich rookie card. One of the key cards to get from this set. And really one of the key cards in the 70s basketball period. But Pete Maravich, just a great player. And I remember him growing up. In his rookie year, I was like 9 years old. But really all through the 70s, when you were playing basketball outside, you were either Pistol Pete or Dr. J, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson. I mean, everybody wanted to be Pistol because he was a tremendous showman. And when he got going, I mean, you could not shut him off. And if he would have played in modern day basketball, he would have been lighting it up because he could do stuff with the ball that nobody else could. And so I'm just, really happy to get this Pete Maravich card. And so I've gone through and just kind of looked at, the cards I have, in the 70, 71s. I've got, quite a few of them. So I'm just kind of going through these and picking out which ones are going to be in the set and which ones aren't. And just so happy. These cards remind me a lot of my childhood. They remind me a lot of my brother. And my brother passed away a few years ago. So these cards are even a little bit more near and dear because they kind of remind me of him. And, so I love collecting cards, but I also love collecting cards that hold a special memory to myself or to someone in my family. Archie Clark, another guy that was just a really good ball player. There's a Mel Counts card again. And Daryl Emhoff, Ron Williams, Luther Rackley. So I'm going to be going through these and trying to build a combined set, one card of each player. And I just have always just loved these tall boys. Just a really cool card. I'm looking forward to working on this over time because I truly do love basketball. I'll show you a couple of the other cards I do have slabbed up. Johnny McLaughlin, just a great shooter for the Milwaukee Bucks. Got his autograph when I was a kid. And maybe you can see a theme here. Bobby Dandridge, Milwaukee Bucks. Used to go see the Bucks games in person in Milwaukee or listen to them on the radio in the 70s. And these guys were my childhood heroes. I don't remember seeing this guy, Elgin Baylor, play. He retired really right before I start to have a pretty good memory of basketball. But Elgin Baylor, just a great player. And I love that card. Fantastic card. And, I love these scoring leader cards. I mean, look at that, man. You got Lou Alcindor, Jerry West, Elvin Hayes. Boom. Three of the greatest. Here's another rebounding leader. Again, Elvin Hayes, Wes Unseld, Lou Alcindor. I remember all three of those guys playing distinctly. I remember them all playing through the 70s and just all great players. They were all world champs, too. Here's another one, Walt Frazier. Yeah, Clyde the Glide. He was the man. And when you watch the next game now, he's still announcing, and he looks pretty sharp. So I just really enjoy these basketball cards, and I was so happy to pick them up from Sammy Thunder. We came to a pretty good deal, and then I just really dig the ruler cards from the 69-70. Happy to have the Big E. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you what's going on with some basketball cards, and again, these are all picked up at Strongsville. Paid for before Strongsville, but received at Strongsville, all except for the Pistol Pete card, which made a real good deal with Garrett, a great dealer, and real happy to add this to the collection. All right, guys, have a great night, and we will talk later.